fantasy football fans, I'm the Fantasy Football Girl, and this is As the League Turns, a weekly digest of the NFL's biggest, baddest, and yes, best drama, the show that doesn't necessarily dig deep for stats, but does dig deep for dirt. San Diego's football team may want to consider changing its name from the Chargers to the Cheaters. According to Fox Sports, the Chargers are under investigation for allegedly using a banned sticky substance, commonly referred to as stickum, during their Monday night loss to the Denver Broncos. Apparently, a line judge named Jeff Bergman saw an equipment manager come onto the field with hand towels that supposedly had an illegal substance on them. At that point, Bergman tried to confiscate the towels, but the equipment manager refused to hand them over. So the line judge made him empty his pockets and, as a result, found what is being reported as a skin-colored or clear type of tape. At this time, it is unknown if the Chargers were on offense or defense when the substance was discovered. What is known, however, is that the Chargers coughed up a 24-0 halftime lead and were not able to put a single point on the board for the entire second half of the game. Just saying, sounds a little fishy. If the NFL concludes that the substance in question was indeed illegal, the Chargers could face anything from a hefty fine to a loss of draft picks. When told about the investigation, Phillip Rivers reacted like this. Nah, I'm kidding, he just always looks like that. Giants running back Ahmad Bradshaw is a mad dude. Get it? Ahmad, his name. Anyway, in Sunday's narrow victory over the Washington Redskins, the 5'10", 214 back was fired up to say the least. His first awesome antic came after a 15-yard game when he gave receiver Victor Cruz, who, by the way, would go on to catch the game-winning touchdown with less than a minute left on the clock, more than a boop upside the head for missing a block on the play. After the game, Cruz admitted that Bradshaw's love tap didn't exactly tickle. Later in the third quarter, Bradshaw and head coach Tom Coughlin got into it on the sideline. As Bradshaw was heading onto the field, he told Coughlin to run the ball. The Giants coach, who isn't known for being particularly mellow, didn't seem to appreciate his players' input. The two jawed back and forth, but all was forgiven when Bradshaw ultimately scored on the drive. A few weeks ago, I told you about the Indianapolis Colts Chuck Strong movement, which was created to raise funds for various leukemia charities and honor the Colts head coach Chuck Pagano, who had recently been diagnosed with the disease. Well, I'm happy to report that Chuck Pagano has been released from the hospital and was able to watch his Colts bring home a victory on Sunday from the comfort of his very own sofa. According to an article in USA Today, Colts owner Jim Irsay gave the team the good news in the locker room after the game. Veteran receiver Reggie Wayne later joked that Pagano may, quote, have to go back to the hospital tomorrow after watching the game. Yeah, while it admittedly wasn't their flashiest win, I'm sure it's one the whole team can be very proud of. Thanks so much for watching. This has been As the League Turns, and I'm the Fantasy Football Girl reminding you to always win big.